You might have heard about this program. I hope you have. For the last year and a half, I have been leading a group of 8 other Kiwanians who have designed this program. Jane Erickson has been a part of my committee, as well as Kiwanians from Australia, Switzerland, Missouri, Arkansas, Indianapolis, as well as a few other districts here in the United States, Florida, for example. We have really worked hard to put together a program that I think would benefit our e-club leaders, but I want to make sure that you're aware of, because I think no matter whether you're setting up a new Kiwanis camp or tidying up an existing one, this program could really be fantastic for you. Just by a show of hands, who's heard of Kiwanis Amplify? All right, good. Lots of hands. I like that. You've probably received lots of emails that I have not sent, but I've known about. I get all of them. So last weekend, there were 18 different emails that were sent that I received. So I know Kiwanians are hearing about Amplify. If you have not heard about Amplify, in my last few minutes with you, I want to give you a few details, because I think as you're building new Kiwanis clubs, growing your current Kiwanis clubs, or thinking about what's next for Kiwanis for you, this program could be interesting. It's a leadership education program for all Kiwanians, right? So often leadership training is CLE, Club Leader Education. It's for our positional leaders. And really, just for really our presidents-elect, secretary, we leave out a lot of people in the leadership education that Kiwanis has offered. And I will tell you that Amplify is the leveling factor. Everybody is included in Amplify. This program is great for a Kiwanian who's been in Kiwanis for a week or for 10, 20, 30, 40 years. Everybody could benefit from the program. It will be delivered online, and that was decided long before the pandemic struck. We knew that the best way to deliver content for Kiwanians around the globe was going to be an online approach. There are 8 online modules that will launch in April, 1 a week for 8 weeks. Each module will be broken down into 7 subsections. So for example, one of the topics is event planning. So it's not going to be just one long event planning session. It's small topics about event planning, all the pieces that go into making you a master at that topic. Unlike CLE, that is delivered by Kiwanis presenters, many of whom are amazing and awesome, we knew that the world was full of other amazing and awesome people. So we found 38 content experts from all over the world who are going to deliver the content for Kiwanis Amplify. So these are not your CLE trainers. These are authors, experts in their field. It's a program really designed by Kiwanis for Kiwanians, but engaging lots of resources, both internal and external to the organization. There will be an in-person culminating experience in Salt Lake City. It is now confirmed to be happening as part of the Kiwanis Leadership Education session that is still happening in June. And there will also be a virtual capstone as well for those who are unable and don't wish to travel to Salt Lake City. So online for 8 weeks with a capstone experience, virtual or in person, that pulls all of the skills you've learned together. Registration is open right now for the program and closes on April 1st. And I will tell you, as of yesterday, we have over 200 people registered to participate in our first year, which is very good. And we have about, I think I counted 22 different districts that have representation, which is also fantastic. So people truly from all over the world are signing up to be part of Kiwanis Amplify. And we know those numbers will increase because we know the next few weeks is when people will make their decisions and join. And I hope you'll consider that as well. The program launches in mid-April and concludes in early June in advance of our time together in Salt Lake City for those who are able to join us. The virtual capstone will happen in July, a little bit later, so that we can focus on individuals and make sure that nobody misses out, with some great assessment when the program is done, because the hope is that Amplify lasts for many, many years to come. And we want to make sure the program grows and expands and changes as participants want it to. We've got authors, we've got speakers from around the world. We have a former American Ninja Warrior business owners, educators. We have a wonderful woman named Precious Williams, who is the killer pitch master at elevator speeches. She's won international competitions. And we have Kiwanians. We do have a number of speakers who are both professional and Kiwanis members who are able to bring together this content as Kiwanis Amplify comes together. These are the 8 module topics: leadership, communication, working with others, diversity, equity, and inclusion, strategic planning, event planning, marketing, self-care. These are big bucket leadership topics that are going to get broken down into those 7 smaller subsections taught by our professional experts. There's a lot of content. Each of these small segments will be about 20 minutes. They come with supplemental written materials that you're able to use when the program is over. So every week, it'll be a little more than 2 hours of your time. But the great thing about Amplify, you can start and stop as you go. Each of these segments every week is broken into small pieces. So let's say you have an hour and want to watch 2 segments. You can go do grocery shopping, go to a Kiwanis service project, go to work, and come back later and watch more. It doesn't all have to be done in one sitting. We've really tried to create a program that is flexible, whether you're currently working or whether you're retired, whether you're busy or whether you have free time. Kiwanis Amplify is for everybody. And the content is not just about Kiwanis. This is material you can put to work in Kiwanis, but also material that you can use in your personal life or in your professional life. That's why I was talking about this in relation to our new e-clubs and their members. They're young working professionals. They are interested in gaining as much Kiwanis knowledge as possible, but we know this knowledge will help them not only in Kiwanis, but in the rest of their life as well. It is a great training program for our members to help build their leadership capacity and let them find ways to deploy these skills across all aspects of their life. If you don't know much about Kiwanis Amplify, there is a fantastic website, the address I'll give at the very end here, but you can go on the website now to both enroll and register yourself or recommend somebody. Maybe you're hearing this for the first time, or today's conversation is re-engaging in your mind and you're thinking of that Kiwanian you know that you think could really benefit from Amplify. They've shown leadership potential, you think they're great, you want to recommend them to participate. There's a way to both enroll yourself and recommend others. You also can promote Amplify. Promote it to your club. If you're a district leader, promote it to your division or to members of your district. There's a whole toolkit on the website about promoting Kiwanis Amplify. As we look to build new Kiwanis camps and grow Kiwanis differently, programs like Amplify are a tool. You have to be in Kiwanis to participate. A lot of people have asked us, well, I've got a friend. Can they do it too? And the response has been, if they join Kiwanis before April 1st, I'm sure we can make that happen. This is a real member benefit and is another thing we might use as we attract new Kiwanians to our new Kiwanis camps. This is the website for Kiwanis Amplify, and the email address, Lindsay Weichel at the Kiwanis International Office is our point of contact and is answering emails all the time. As you can guess, because registration is open right now, emails every day are flowing in. But again, Kiwanis Amplify goes into this narrative of opening new Kiwanis camps and looking at how we look at Kiwanis and our structure and whether we're camping in a roughing it style or camping in a, or glamping as they call it, in a tent with amenities, or hanging from a tree with a tent that lifts you off the ground. Whatever your Kiwanis camp looks like, whether it's an e-club or a current club that maybe is more structured and with in-person meetings and service, whatever it is, look for tools like Amplify to help grow and create opportunities for conversation to grow your Kiwanis camps. There's always something new in Kiwanis, both in your own district and around the whole globe. So things like this are what creates the avenues for discussion and conversation. And looking at the time, I've got just a minute or two left with you. And so I just want to end by saying thank you for all you do for children. 206 is a number that really does mean something. When you think about the number of Kiwanians around the world, all working hard to serve their communities, the fact that 206 young individuals, children, youth, teenagers are affected by the work we do, it reminds me that building new Kiwanis camps is important because we need more hands for service. We need more Camp 206s around the globe. And I think that tools like this and ideas like this might be what sparks that growth. And so thank you for all you do and all you will do. I really appreciate my time with you this morning. And in the last minute or two, I'm happy to answer questions to keep you on schedule. And thank you again for inviting me and for letting me talk for a few moments.